been a while. See, I know. Some of you may be wondering, who are you? Why haven't you uploaded in a while? Why are you trying to guess what I'm thinking? But we're not going to worry about that because we have the Predator 2 Ultimate City Demon 2020 NECA Convention exclusive. And that's the fact. So first we're going to start off with the style of the box. Front Predator 2, top Predator 2, side Predator 2 with the 30th anniversary. The back shows you what it has in the box, a little bit of a backstory, some accessories right here. The other side, 30th anniversary, Predator 2. When you open it, it'll light up along with some backdrop. I first wasn't going to make a video, but I saw it at Walmart and it interested me. Well, now that we got him out of the box, looking at it, you can see he has a skull, 2 discs, a couple of hands, his spear, and I believe that's his cannon. But it appears that it needs some type of weighted trigger, otherwise it will continue to flash just standing there out of the box. Now, let's get on with the accessories. Alright, so when it comes to accessories, I know I called this a cannon before, but after looking at it and remembering from the movie itself, it's been a while since I've seen it, this is the closed version of his spear, while you have the open version, and there's 2 blades. This one is the closed and the opened, along with the skull. Now, when the skull, so I really like from the sculpting and the paint work, really gives you that death vaporization. But enough of that. So you also come with 5 interchangeable hands, including the 2 that comes on the figure. You get his left closed hand, almost closed, half splayed, half closed. For the disc, you get his right mostly closed hand. For the spear, his right somewhat open, half splayed, half opened hand, and a fully splayed opened hand. Now, normally the accessories you find in the box would be enough, but knowing NECA, they always have to go the extra mile. For example, the pouch right here for the disc. I found that it can fit, but you have to put it in at an angle, and even then, you have to work at it. Now, depending on your dedication, it may not be a problem, or you may not use it at all. Also, for his blades, yes, turns out they do slide out. There's this little ridge here. You can see it through the clear plastic. Where it goes in, and it goes out. They extend not that much. And I remember this from the movies. His gauntlet does, in fact, open. I remember he always put a code, unless it was a different one each time. He always put a code for self-destruct. And his little cannon. It can turn, it can move, swivel, and pivot. And a little soft plastic here where his belt, or should I say his sash. But I suppose that's for the articulation portion of the video. So let's go there. So when it comes to the articulation portion, I'd love to first start off with his height. He is, to the top of his head, 8, maybe 8.5 inches. And that should be about it. Now, with this joints, he has bicep swivel, he has wrist pivot, but though it does, his blades do get in the way of that just a little bit. You can push it if you want to, but I personally won't. His gauntlets will move, his forearm swivel. Same thing for here. Let's see, his legs, if you can kick out about that far. let's see, double jointed knees, ankle swivel, ankle pivot. Not that bad. Not that bad. I've had worse figure. That's disrespectful. Without his legs, he has not a lot of back articulation. Goes back that far, and he crunches forward about that much. As you can see, he has two joints: the upper torso and the lower torso around his waist. He does have waist swivel. See, his arms will go about, say about good wise. His head can do a 360. Also, his dress is made out of soft plastic. His head can look down that far, can look up that far. Yeah, the mask can't come off. Could swivel from side to side using both joints. And of course, we got the cannon here. Swivel, pivot. Could get lost in his dreads though, so you might want to be careful of that. And with the articulation down, how about we get with some comparisons? One thing I forgot to mention is that he does have thigh swivel on both of his legs. Although the plastic is a little tight, I recommend you work with it. No, if it's too tough, go the other way. Just work with it, or put in some hot water. Hot water softens plastic up, especially if you're trying to take off capes or anything else you want to replace or take off without damaging the figure. But I recommend you work with it first before you take it to extreme heat. Here he is compared with some Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super model kits. Here he is compared to Revotet Amazing Yamaguchi Wolverine, Revotet Amazing Yamaguchi Shimazu Toyohisa from the anime Drifters, and Revotet Amazing Yamaguchi Carnage. Here he is compared to Marvel Legends Thor, Ironmonger, Green Goblin, Nick Fury, Wolverine, Drax, Wolverine's son Drake, Iron Man, Green Goblin, and from the comics, Ultimate Spider-Man, Thanos, Miles Morales Spider-Man, Iron Fist, the new Tom Holland Spider-Man, which he's alright to me, and here he is compared to the Marvel Legends 12-inch figure line with Spider-Man and Iron Man. And with those little bit of comparisons, a little bit of a few, let's move on. Here is compared to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And here he is compared to the McFarlane figure line that I've collected so far. And now for some honorable mentions. Here is compared to SPD Power Rangers Master, the Mighty Morphin White Ranger, 1990s Michael Keaton Batman, alongside the 1990s John Wesley Ships Flash, with the Red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, and just for kicks, the Netflix's adaptation of Alucard from Castlevania. And lastly, we have Neca's Arnold Schwarzenegger's The Terminator. Based off what I have held and observed in my hand, I believe this is a great figure. There are a lot of parts which are very close to detail, and from the movie, from what I remember, is they're good. I don't recommend this for children though. If they don't know what they're doing, they can easily break it, or they can choke on something. But I believe that this figure, you should buy it. I got it from Walmart. It was around maybe $32. But if you don't mind that, go for it. Here is compared with the Teeny Mutant Ninja... Wow. Teen... This sucks. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.